11,904th. It's not so easy to come back to speaking practice, especially after a long break. And for me now, it's like when I start to talk to myself, I see that I don't have anything to say at the beginning. But then I see as new thoughts came to me, and I can try to describe them. But uh, this particular moment when I have to turn on the camera and to start to speak, it's I feel a strong resistance, and I don't want to do it. I just find some excuse, and I can say, oh no, maybe I can do it later, or maybe I will not do it at all. For example, today now it's not morning, now it's almost the evening, and I didn't talk to myself at the morning because I completely forget about it. But then I wanted to talk, and I found some reason which allowed me to avoid this. Let's call it an exercise. And now I said, no, I should to talk. I should to talk 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes, and to try to develop my thoughts. Again, it's about developing thoughts. I think it's possible to start from some thought and develop it as much as possible, as I did, for example, half a year ago, or even a year ago, when I tried to talk about reading, writing, when I used the same ideas and tried to develop them in different ways. For example, I could start to talk about reading every day, and even if I repeated the same things again and again, I just was focusing on reading, and maybe I didn't say anything significant, anything important, but it helped me to focus on reading more. And for me, the reading had more sense at that time, and I felt better while I was reading. But now it's like it's very hard for me to focus on something, because after this playing activity, after many destructive things that occurred in my learning experience, I found that it's very hard to concentrate. But this particular thing, the camera, the exercise, 5-minute talk, can help me to put myself into previous condition again, and to develop my language as far as possible, because I know that it's just all practice. Everything I have to do is just talk to myself 5 minutes, and these 5-minute talks will predict my behavior. Will affect my behavior, and will push me to learn more. Because when I talk, when I analyze my mistake, when I analyze my speech, how it improves, whether it improves or not, I can really see the progress, and it's motivate a lot when you just watching yourself, when you're trying to concentrate on this. It's not about to publish some videos in YouTube and to attract attention for other people. It's only about yourself. I'm talking for that purpose. If I publish it on the internet, maybe it has some other reasons, but the main reason is to talk to yourself and develop this habit. It's like a habit. It helps to live, it helps to make quality of life better, it helps to improve myself. I know that it works. I did it many times, and I can see right now how can I do it, but I can do it consistently, and that's the question, because it's at the beginning it's obvious. When you start to talk to yourself, you can say, oh, it's easy, you can do it every day, it's just 5 minutes. But then when you start talking, you see, oh fuck, there's so much stupid things came out of my head, and it's like you feel embarrassment, you feel I don't know, awkwardness when you are talking to yourself, and then some other motivation occurs, and you can say, oh, I just switch on something else, or it's very hard to me to talk every day. It's something. It distracts my attention. Okay, it's just to destroy my mind. But you you have to go through some small period. I mean, you can, if you try to do it once, at least once, you have to do it just one time, just one fucking exercise, 5 minutes, and then you can say, okay, once it's possible. Is it possible to do twice, 2 days uninterruptedly? And you can say, oh, okay, twice it's impossible. Okay, I will do it once every, I don't know, once a week. And you say, okay, let's try to do it twice a week. And you can develop this sequence. Really, it's all about sequences. You can develop this sequence and talk every day. For me, it's I trying to experiment with myself. I'm trying to see whether it works or not. And sometimes it works, sometimes not. I can just learn how to make it work better and so on. But it seems the battery has to uncharge already, but it doesn't uncharge 6 minutes. I think there's no necessity to make videos longer than 6 minutes, because it's hard to, even for me, it's hard to watch these videos afterwards, because I found that I don't really like to watch these videos. I know that it's beneficial in many senses, but while I'm doing it, it's like, it's something like, not all the time. Sometimes I can say, oh, yes, this speech was something something interesting. It was a good one, and I like this one. And I can, if I will talk every day in the same way, I probably will like. Okay, I probably will watch my videos more, but now it's not the case, because I see there are many problems. There are many problems with my language and with the meaning I'm trying to put into my words, with many things. Because in Russian, again, it was easy, but now